like to welcome everyone. Thank you for taking the time out of your night to join us on Thursday Night Live. As you can see, it was very live. So, with that being said, topic of the night, delivery patterns. That's what I wanted to talk about.
Nice.
Because everyone delivers differently. Some people do 5 days a week. Some of us do 2-3 days a week. We service all the stores or all of our stops. Mostly I do every day. I just don't have to deliver to every stop every day. Because of the delivery pattern, it affects your ordering pattern. And because of your ordering pattern, because they round off a lot of different products, it affects what and how we deliver. So
absolutely does.
Yeah, it's just driving me a little bit nuts because the requirements I'm saying, and it's not a requirement, but the expectation for the freshness, as they say, is just killing me with certain products because not everything goes in every stop. And I don't have places to put a lot of things. And it's just so crazy.
Is if you have a store that does $1,000 a week or better, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a week plus, you should be doing those stores every day. If you have a store that does, $300, $400, $500 a week, do them twice a week, But unfortunately, no matter how you look at it, either way, you have to adjust your orders according to what your delivery schedule is. That makes sense?
Yeah. No, I get it. And again, I say these things because I know there's a lot of guys that I get messages and I get comments about some of these things. And if they're thinking about doing bread, I just want them to be aware of these things. And as much as we take it for granted because we do it on a regular basis, not everyone gets it in that sense.
Absolutely. So, like, simple terms, if you're in the Northeast, you have a Stop and Shop, or if you have a ShopRite or a Walmart, or if you're down south, you might have a Winn-Dixie, right? So your Publix down south is equivalent to a Stop and Shop or ShopRite up here in the Northeast.
Midwest Kroger's.
Yeah, here is taking over Stop and Shop very shortly, but that's a whole different conversation. We can get into that later on if you want. But so when you have big chains, your good chain accounts, you should be delivering to them every day. Whether doing $1,000 a week or $5,000 a week, you should be adjusting your order appropriately on the computer to adjust your orders to get there every day. If you have small little IGA stores, or I don't know what they're even called down south, but cash accounts or smaller stores that are not considered to be
smaller
chains.
markets. Yeah, I get it.
Exactly. Order appropriately. If they're doing $500 a week, minimum 2 times. If they're doing 500 to 1,000, maybe plus up to a third day, something like that. You'll know if you're out there every day, you will definitely know. Like you said, you go to all your stores every day. You may not deliver to all your stores every day, but no matter what, you're out there and you go to your stores. You will get the routine down, and you will know what your smaller stores will need on what days, what your larger stores are going to need on every day. You know what I mean? It all boils down to you getting out, servicing your stores, and realizing what their customer pattern is.
Yeah. And the reason I say that is because with that being said, we have products. Let's just say, for instance, like a Bobley or the sourdough breads. They come on certain days.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So a Tuesday, Friday with certain products, you have to go in there on Tuesday, Friday. But the other products come Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, Thursday,
right,
Saturday. So no matter what, you're looking at a 5-day.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Right.
So if you have a smaller account, like chain accounts, when you're talking about your ordering pattern, when it comes to a chain account, it's not a big deal because you're there every day, right? So your smaller accounts that you go to 1 or 2 days a week, you have to plan accordingly to how things are ordered. I'm not saying you have to restructure what you do for a delivery pattern, but at least, like, say it Boboli, for instance, or rustic breads. You can only get them like 2 days a week. You might want to adjust your smaller stores to accommodate for at least one of the 2 days that product might come in. You know what I mean? I know it's a pain in the ass, but it's what it is, man. It is what it is.
Right. Yeah, that's the business. And
It
I
is.
think some people forget it's business and they get frustrated and disappointed that they got to go out every day. So you either want the money or you don't want the money. It goes back to the stuff we were talking about last week with people wanting to do the business, but they don't want to do the business.
They don't want to do the time.
They don't want to do the time, right?
Exactly. Perfect way to say it, Kev. Listen, if you want to be in the bread business, you have got to be willing to work every day.
No doubt.
It sucks. It's just the way it is. But I promise you, and Kevin is a prime example. If you're a normal guy that has a normal job and you're used to working a certain amount of days per week, and then you come into the bread business and you actually apply yourself because you own the business. That's the key.
Right.
You're not working for somebody. You have a career. There's a difference between having a job and having a career. In this business, you have a career. If you want to make this as successful as possible, you have to be willing to put the time in. Sometimes it sucks because you got to put a little more time in than you're normally used to, but the paycheck will reflect it. I mean, that's bottom line. I don't care if you own a dog grooming business, if you own a Dunkin' Donuts. I don't care what you own.
Talk about it.
You own your business. You want to succeed, get out and do it. It sucks. You have to do a couple things that you don't want to do. You want to have a day off or whatever.
Yeah,
I know that.
I won't even say it sucks. What I always say is this, and this is the way I look at it. The way you're saying it is basically when you own anything, no one's going to watch your money like you do.
Absolutely.
No one cares about your money the same way you do.
So nobody else pays your mortgage.
Right.
Nobody pays your mortgage. Nobody puts your kids to school. Nobody does anything. You are the business owner. If you want to be successful, put the time in. If you don't, wrong.
So you said a couple of things a minute ago, and what I'm hearing is basically, so if you work any job, and we've all had those jobs where we punch in, we're required to be there for 8 hours. Sometimes there's overtime. So what happens with us is the overtime is maybe you're out there an hour longer today. Maybe you're out there 2 hours longer today. But that 2 hours longer is maybe today I'm going to be out here till 11, maybe 12, maybe 1. When it's the season, we all know it's coming up roll season. Absolutely. Maybe we're out here till 2, 3. Some guys are out till 4 or 5 on a regular, but I don't hear them complaining because when they're clearing 13, 14, 15, 18, or $2,000 a week, no one's crying about being out till 4 in the afternoon.
No. And, it's funny because you say 14, 15, 18, $2,000 a week. That's like a minimum number. Those are numbers to the people that just work bare minimum. If you want to apply yourself and treat this as your career, not a job, it's your career. Right, Kev? I always tell you that, right, man?
Yes, sir.
Job, it's your career. If you want to apply those things to your career, not your job, you got $2,500, $3,000 coming to you per week. Per week.
Talk about it.
Not every 2 weeks, not every once a month, every freaking week, man. But you got to put the time in. And it does suck. You know what I mean? Like people are going to watch this video or whatever live or on YouTube or whatever. They're going to see, they're hearing $2,000, $3,000. Sounds great. You got to earn it. It's not. It doesn't come for free, man. If you want to make the money in this business, you put the time in. I promise you. See these bags under my eyes? Right? I'm not a raccoon, man.
Those are expensive bags.
Yeah, I'm working. Listen, there are some, like you said, Jerome, man. There's some days you work 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, and then you have a few days. Certain times of the year, right? Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, the major holidays, Memorial Day, Labor Day.
It's coming up.
It is. You're going to be putting in, you're going from 5, 6 hours a day. Now you're going to be working 8, 9, 10 hours a day. In the summertime, in the winter, if you're used to working 5 or 6 hours, summertime is roll season for all three of us, right?
Right.
So you got rolls going on, and you have displays going everywhere. You're going to have to work,
starting tomorrow.
You may have to work a full 8 hours, right? 9 hours, you know what I mean? You got to put your time in. But I promise you, put the time in, it'll pay off.
Listen, I couldn't have said it better.
It starts tomorrow for me. Roll season.
Too, man. I'm setting up my ballpark roll displays tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah. So how about that? First of the month, Cinco de Mayo. Then we jump right into Memorial Day. And 100%. When you start saying those small numbers, the 25s, the 3s, those are small numbers.
Yeah.
In essence, it's really from here right now, this month, all the way up until September is hustle time. So it's a little sacrifice and delayed gratification.
From May 2nd all the way, because, call it global warming. I don't care what you want to call it, but it's getting warmer longer, right? It's getting warmer longer. So from like May 1st, May 2nd, all the way through September 30th, you know what I mean? Right. Beginning of October, it's roll season, man. It's roll season. You sell a shit ton of hot dogs, hamburgers, sausage rolls, right? And you're still selling bread because people got to eat.
Yeah.
Everybody's got kids, right? I know I got 3.
Yeah.
Everybody on the screen's got a few of them. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to feed your kids, man.
It doesn't stop. So
it never does.
No, this is again, that's why I wanted to talk about the delivery patterns, which goes into the ordering and the routines, because everybody's patterns are different. And I just noticed over the last couple of weeks, and certain time we all come in at different times. And it's funny, Kev comes in before both of us, then I come in on the heels of him leaving, and then you're like right behind me. But the thing about it is, me and him got back pretty much the same time today. And there's days I get back, your truck's already there. So it doesn't matter.
That's right. I got in way later than you, and I got way back before you. So,
he's got 5 people working for him. That's why.
No. Me and my wife.
Hold on, say it again, Kev.
He's got like 5 people working and training.
He's got a team. Him and the team are done early.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you can be a hater all you want. Anybody that's out there that wants to get into this business, if your wife does not work, or if you buy a route that can pay the same amount that you guys were both making when she was working and when you had a regular job, probably could be making more.
Yeah.
Do what this guy does right here. This pretty little face. Do what I do.
Get
my wife out there, and you too can work 4 or 5 hours a week and make part-time hours at full-time pay.
Listen,
buddy.
It's all in the hustle. I understand. It's all part of the hustle, man. There's nothing wrong with that. So again, it's perfect. It's funny that you say that because all of that goes into everything I said. So Kev comes a little earlier, but but he bangs it all out. I come a little later than him. I bang it all out. You come after both of us.
Yes, I do.
And the team, the hustle, and it all balances out. What you're saying is everybody does it differently, but the 100%. Outcome is still the same. The bread gets put on the shelf, the checks get cashed, and the money gets delivered.
And mamas are happy.
That's it.
Exactly. So
Everybody's
both
happy.
of you cannot have said it any better.
So, yeah. RBL, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook is Real Bread Life with 2 E's. Like to thank y'all for tuning in. That's all I got for now. Stay blessed. Keep stacking. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Stay blessed.
Good night.